Welcome to our mini class for this week. Our theme this week is the sun, and it is just past the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, and it's been hot, and it's a perfect time to honor and celebrate the sun. We're going to start sitting today, so you can sit on a chair or on the floor. Wherever you're comfortable. Just sit upright so your body is nice and elongated, not slumping back into your chair, but letting your bones align to support you. So, as I mentioned, our theme today is around the sun. And I would invite you to create in your mind a scene or a picture of the sun that appeals to you. And maybe you're someone who loves the heat and you just like that big ball of hot sun in the sky, so you could imagine that. Maybe you're more of a sunrise or sunset person, you might imagine that. Or perhaps you feel more of a connection to the softer light of the reflected sun on the moon. So take a moment, close your eyes, and bring into mind some picture of the sun, some image, some scene that appeals to you, whether that's the sun or the moon, the sunrise or sunset. And then take a moment to contemplate what that aspect of the sun represents for you. So for instance, if you're imagining a sunrise, maybe it's a nice new day beginning, fresh start. Perhaps a sunset represents letting go, moving on. And without giving you too many suggestions or ideas, I invite you to reflect on what your choice of sun vision means to you. What is the energy or the meaning of that sun for you? And then whatever that meaning represents for you, imagine that you could breathe that energy in. Breathe in whatever it is that your sun represents to you. Flooding your body with that energy as you breathe in deeply. Exhaling, letting go of tension, letting go of whatever you may be holding on to before coming to this class. Let's take 2 or 3 big breaths with that idea of breathing in the sun, letting go of any stress or holding. And with your next exhale, just let your arms go. You can give yourself a little shake wherever you want to get rid of energy. Attention, I guess, not energy. Energy is just energy, right? But when we holding, we want to kind of move through that tight energy. So let's take the arms to the sides, turn the palms out, and like we're gathering the light all around, breathing in, bringing the palms together, and bringing that sun down to meet the light in our own heart. Take a breath here. Exhale, let go of the shoulders, the jaw. Inhale, gathering like we're reaching up and drawing the rays of the sun into this focused, concentrated little ball and bringing it to meet the light that lives in our own hearts. So we all have sun, we all have earth, water, air as part of our makeup. We all have spirit. We are made of the elements plus spirit. Reaching down, inhale, gathering. Exhaling, drawing it to the heart. Once more. And I'm pausing here for a moment. So the energy of light in general is expansive, it's opening, it's um, energizing. So take a moment to connect in whatever way you can with that energy of expansion, opening and energizing. And then reaching the hands down toward the ground. If you're sitting on the floor, you might even touch the ground and bringing the awareness to the energy of the earth. So the energy of the earth is contractive, it's inward, it's cooler, darker, in complete contrast to the energy of the sun. So as you bring your awareness to the earth, feel that energy as well. And each breath represents the inhale, the expansion, the opening of the sun, the exhale, the contraction, the going inward, the moving down into the earth. So when we focus on the sun, it's lovely to also focus on the earth to find that balance. So take a few breaths feeling expanded with your inhale, grounded or contracted with your exhale. And then bring to that the movement of the cat-cow. So as you inhale, the heart lifts and expands. As you exhale, it's like you're contracting into the front of the body, drawing your head down, rounding. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, contracting. Go at your own pace. Your breath might be slower or faster than mine, and that's perfectly fine. And eventually you'll come back to a neutral spine, and we'll come to stand up. Excuse me. If you're using a chair and you think it might be helpful for you to have it to support you, you can bring it to one end of your mat or one end of your practice space if you don't have a mat. And come to stand. We'll take the feet just a little bit apart. Bring the hands to the hips, soften the knees, and do a few gentle circles just after sitting for a bit to make sure that your hips feel nice and mobile. Going one way and then the other way. And again, coming back to the center. And we'll step the feet together. So as we move forward, I'm going to be using the chair to demonstrate some of the postures you can do with or without a chair, and I'll give you the options for each. So I'm going to be moving into a forward bend using the chair to support my hands, but you could also bring your hands to your legs or the ground. So we're going to open the arms to the sides and reach down as if reaching for the earth and feeling the stability. So feet reaching down, hands reaching down, shoulders drawing down. And then from that place of grounded earth energy, find an expansion, lifting, breathing in, reaching up. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to come forward, either bringing your hands to the legs, the ground, or your chair. And then again, inhale, taking earth energy, bringing it up towards the sky, to the heavens, and then exhaling, bowing forward, honoring the earth and the sun. Continue a couple more times, going at your own pace. And this time you can stay for a few breaths, so you could have your hands on the chair if it's available to you, even elbows, depending on the height of the chair and yourself. Bend your knees if you need to. And then when you're ready, we'll lift all the way up again, breathing in. And exhaling to release the arms to your sides. So next we'll add on, so we'll keep moving with the breath, coming up with the breath in. Here your hands would come to the chair or to the floor. And we're going to step back, and I'm going to step back with the right foot. You can choose either foot, but I know that my instructions are with the left foot forward, right foot back. So from here, we'll lift up in Warrior One. And then come forward again. So it could be hands to the chair, the leg, or the floor. Breathing in, feeling the lift and the expansion of the heart. Exhale, coming down to the support of the floor, the leg, the chair, releasing again. This time coming upright, stay for a couple of breaths. When you're staying, see if you can really find a sense of being grounded through your feet and lifted through your heart. When you're ready, come forward. You can move the front leg a little straighter. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll step forward. Inhale and lift all the way up. And then exhale to release. Coming up again, breathing in, lifting through the heart while feeling grounded through the feet. Exhale, easefully bending forward. Good. We'll take the left foot back now, or other foot, depending where you started. And again, inhale, lift into Warrior One. Back foot is turned out a little, so you're planted here. You're exhaling to come forward. Next time you end up in the upright position, stay for a few breaths. Again, find that sense of really being grounded into your feet, feeling solidly planted, yet lifting and expanding through the heart. Coming forward, bring the hands to the chair, let your head come down. You can move your front leg a little straighter if you like, and if you like, you can have your arms straighter as well and a more flat back, which will also provide a nice stretch in the back of the leg. And then we'll step forward, inhaling to lift all the way up, breathing in, finding that lift and expansion around the heart, sinking into the heels as you exhale and lower the arms. So we'll keep kind of adding on a little bit here. So next, inhale, lifting the arms, expanding the heart, exhale, coming forward, hands to, could be the ground or your chair. I'll step back with the right foot. Inhale, lifting into Warrior One. Good. Exhale, bring your hands down. You're going to take your back foot to turn it forward. And you can do this with the hands on the ground or hands on the chair. And then you'll step back with both feet, bend your knees, and try to find a long, straight line from your hips out through your arms to your hands. And think about drawing your elbows in towards each other and opening up the back body a little bit. So if your hands were on the ground, this would be downward dog. Same position, long line from the wrists right up to the hips. So any version that works for you. Certainly bending the knees makes that line of the upper body more attainable. And from here, we're going to step forward with the right foot. Left foot can now turn out. Inhale, lift up, Warrior One. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step forward. Take a breath in, bend your knees, draw your chest forward. And exhale, bend forward. And then inhale, heels sink down as you reach for the sun. Bringing the hands together and back to the heart. Take a breath here. Exhaling to release. So let's try that sun salutation one more time. So inhaling, lifting. Bringing the energy of the earth up to meet the sun and back into the heart. Good, lifting, breathing in. Taking the energy of the sun and bringing it to the earth. Bowing to the earth. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fold forward. Let's try taking the left leg back first this time. You can turn your foot to the side. Inhale and lift up, warrior one. Exhale, come forward. Bring your hands to your chair. You're going to take your back foot, turn it forward. Step the other foot back, bend your knees, and find that long line. Now, if your shoulders are tight, your line might not be straight. It might be more like this. You might be a little closer to your chair. So you're going to find the line that works for you. If you want, you can stay here, or you can add another movement, which would be either hands on the ground or the chair. And I'm taking the chair by the sides, a little easier on the wrists, and I'm coming forward. I'm going to have to step back a little bit so that I can come into a plank and keep my shoulders over wrists. It's a little bit of effort here. You can tip back, maybe walk your feet a little forward to that forward bend or downward dog position. And then left foot can step forward, right foot turns out. Lifting in warrior one, breathing in. Exhale forward. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen. So it's a little bit of a kind of cow position. Exhale, rounding like a cat position. Inhale, extension and lift. Breathing in all the way up and releasing. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your heart lift. Feel grounded and stable, lifted and expanded. And from this position, being connected to the earth, being connected to the sun, we might realize our dual kind of connection to the earth, to the elements, to the natural world, but we're also connected to the spirit world. So we are human and we are spirit. The earth reminds us of our humanness, of our groundedness, of our right here, right nowness. And the expansion of the sunlight reminds us of our spiritness, our ability to be everywhere and immortal at all times. The earth, we feel our limitedness, our mortality. And when these things come together, there's a beautiful balance, knowing our humanness, knowing our divinity, and holding that in our hearts. So let's again reach for the earth, draw down through the shoulders, feel the ground beneath you, feel gratitude for the stability of the earth and for this beautiful human life. Inhale, reaching for the heavens, for the sun, for the representation of spirit and expansion. Bringing these two together into the hands and into the heart. Take a few breaths here, knowing your humanness, your challenges, your mistakes, your pain, your suffering, your joy, your exuberance, knowing all of that humanness, and also knowing in the same space your divinity, that complete and utter belonging. There is no right or wrong in that place, just simply pure awareness. And finding that marriage in your heart of these two beautiful energies that come together in our practice today. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful day.